Pinterest, as one, you know, often does, and I was kind of just scrolling in general looking at crochet stuff, and then I remembered that I had made this board earlier this year of things that I want to crochet this year, that you can see a little bit on screen. And as I was scrolling through this board, I saw these crochet ties and I was like, yes, I want to make a tie. I've been really into ties this year. I say really into ties. I bought my first tie yesterday. I thrifted it for like $1, but I just really love seeing ties styled, especially by women, because ties are like, they're still like seen as a men's accessory for the most part, but I think they're really sick, especially when you wear them in unconventional ways. So since I'm trying to like use up scrap yarn for this project, I went to my yarn stash and I found this lovely yarn that my friend gave me that I never actually used properly. So I'm going to use this yarn, and I was looking online for like a pattern to use to make this tie. Any pattern I use is going to be linked below, and I found this perfect tie pattern, and I think it calls for a 3mm crochet hook. So I'm going to make the tie, and I don't just want it to be a plain tie. I want to decorate it. I don't know if I'm gonna like make appliques or put on safety pins or like bedazzle it, but you guys are going to see. Hola, I just got back from Spanish class. It's like 3 p.m. So I'm going to start working on the necktie. In a minute I'm going to show you like the website that I'm using and the pattern, but I'm just looking at the pattern and it seems like the first step is to make a little gauge swatch. So that's what I'm going to do, just to make sure that everything that I have picked out, like the materials for this scarf, are the correct size. So yeah. Okay, so this is the pattern, crochet necktie, and this is the website, Lou's Handicrafts. So it looks super easy and super simple. These are all the materials that it calls for, but yeah, if you want to make this tie, then this is the pattern, and it's free, so that's super cool. The square is supposed to be 1 inch by 1 inch, and that is 1 inch, so it's much bigger than that. I used a 3mm hook, so I'm going to redo the gauge swatch, but with my 2.75mm, and then try to just make my tension a bit tighter, because I don't have any hooks smaller than this and I'm not gonna buy one, so this better work. So I just finished the second gauge swatch, and lo and behold, it's still not 1 by 1 inch, but I don't care and I'm just gonna proceed with making the tie, and I bet it's gonna turn out perfectly fine. If it doesn't, then y'all can laugh at me, but I think it's gonna be fine. So I'm gonna start working up the tie, and I'll check in with you guys later. I don't know if the tie is gonna be finished or if it's gonna be like halfway done, but I'll see you in a sec. Hello, sorry for any background noise, guys. I got a new piercing. I don't know if you can see it, this lighting is bad, but I got like a little helix piercing. Cute, right? I've been wanting like a helix for like a while, and so this year is the year of me getting piercings I want, so I got it. Let me fix this lighting because I'm actually gonna scream. That's the best I can do. But I finished the tie last night. Well, yeah, I finished making like it, and so I don't know if you can see at the bottom, but I'm actually adding like some beads to it. Let me show you. I have some like orange beads. So basically this is how I got them. Let me tell you. I had this little anklet that I bought like maybe 4 years ago, and I don't wear this anklet, like I haven't worn it in forever, so I don't really wear the anklet, and so I wanted a way to like elevate this tie, so I broke the anklet and I took the beads and the stones off of it, and I'm just sewing them onto here with black thread. So that's what I'm working on at the moment. It's really fun. It's actually really relaxing, and this is cool because I've never like beaded a project, so I'm just really excited for how this is going to turn out. But as I add more beads and whatnot, I'm going to show you guys the progress. But when I finish all the beads, the tie is going to be done, and I'm going to try it on and show you guys the final project. But like, I love the pattern that I'm using. There's one little difference that I did was I just added a little border around the tie of single crochet just to make it look a little more neat. But yeah, here's the tie. Super sick. And I'm also going to show you guys how to tie a tie. I feel like guys, I don't know, I've heard them talk about tying ties like they're so hard, but I wore a tie for the first time like a few days ago. I'm gonna pop a picture on screen, and I watched this video on YouTube that was like a minute and a half that told you how to tie a tie, and I took 3 tries, and on the 3rd try I was able to tie the tie perfectly. So I guess 3rd time's a charm. So when I finish the tie, I'm going to show you guys how to tie it and show you that it's actually not that hard to tie ties, that we've all been tricked, but yeah, tricked into thinking that it's hard when it's not. I just said tie so many times. But anyway, I'm going to give you another update of the tie once it has more beads on it. So I've been sitting here for like, I don't even know, 45 minutes, and I've been attaching the like beads and the stones. And oops, let me just like pop my needle away. This is what I have so far. It's taking a while to attach the stones. Like, it's taking much longer than expected. And yeah, it looks like it's really only gonna be the tip of the tie that has the rocks and everything attached. But I'm just going to keep sitting here and working on attaching the beads and stuff. So let me get back to work. Me not being able to thread the needle, guys, I've been doing it perfectly fine this whole time. Every time I attach like a new bead or set of beads, because I either attach them like 1 bead at a time or 1 stone at a time, or I'm also sometimes doing 2 beads at a time, I have to redo this with the needle. Like, I have to put new thread on. I don't really know how to do continuously and like get all the positioning that I want, so this is very labor intensive. And I'm just thinking about all those like dresses that I've seen where there's like beads attached, and like they're like, it said that the beads are like hand attached. Like, wow, this is like a lot of work. But that's how it is with like any piece of clothing. It's a lot of work. I think people forget that like all clothing is like pretty much handmade, even if machines are used. A machine, I don't think by itself can like make a piece of clothing. We always need a person to do it. So yeah, that's just a side thought. But I threaded my needle, so now I'm gonna see where I want something attached. And I will see you guys when I'm finished attaching the beads and stones. Deuces. Hello, so I finished attaching the beads. It took me literally like, let me fix the lighting so y'all can see. But it took me like 2 hours just to attach that really small amount of like beads and stones. I'm over it. So I'm gonna put on the tie now. So this is how we put on the tie. So I'm gonna put it around my neck. And you want to have the thick side on the right side and the skinny side on your left side, and the thick side needs to be much longer than the skinny side. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take this thick side and you're going to wrap it around so that it's in the front, like so. And then you're going to push it through this hole, and then you're going to put it through this loop that's naturally created, like so. I'm just gonna fix that. Then you're gonna tighten it by pulling the skinny end of the tie, like that. I'm over here lip syncing Shallow Roan, guys. Oh my gosh, I don't even realize. Here's the tie. It's kind of long, but to make it shorter, I can tie it a bit differently. But here's the final tie. Here's the beaded bottom. I don't know why my brain is not working properly. I'm going to stand up so that you guys can see it more. Here is the tie. Voila la. And yep, I love it so much. Oh my gosh, I am really happy with how it came out. I started making it on Monday. It's now Sunday. I have been really busy this week. It probably took like 6 hours, I don't know. I did use a small hook, but overall I would give this pattern a 10 out of 10. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me give you guys another view of the tie before I say bye to you. Okay, here she is. Again. But yeah, that's all I have for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it and you enjoyed seeing me make this little tie, then definitely like, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications. I'd love to hear any comments that you guys have down below. I love reading my comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you're still here right now, thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. I try to post every single week on Sunday, so I will see you guys next week. Bye!